I don't know what happened to the previous Facebook Live, like this really got cut. So if you guys are joining, make sure if you guys can help me tag everyone so everyone can find me again. I have no idea what happened there, but I'm gonna just summarize everything so we are on the same page. So today in this video, I want to talk about how you can take time off and how you can make more money in your business. And the first thing I mentioned was you gotta make sure your mindset is in that game. Like if you believe you gotta work hard and you gotta put all this time to generate more money, like that is a limitation. You gotta be smart about it. You gotta shift that mindset. You gotta clear those limitations, those beliefs. The other piece as well, other than that I was talking about, is that you gotta schedule, you gotta structurize your time, and you gotta be smart about the time you spend on business. You gotta make sure the time you're spending on business is not like busy work, because we all can be busy. We can all find something to do and be busy. You gotta make sure the time that you do focus in your business is money-making activities, like things that are going to generate you results. Very important. I was speaking to this woman the other week and interviewing her actually, and she was telling me how she started her business, and she was working 5 hours a week. She was working 5 hours a week, but she was very productive on these 5 hours, and putting in these 5 hours, she was able to get results and literally generate a multi-six-figure business in just a few months. And I found this really amazing, like 5 hours only. Like, what do you mean? She's like, yeah, obviously 5 hours to start with in a few months. But then when I started getting more clients, I got more and more. But I also started delegating stuff so I didn't have to work much. And I was like being smart about it, because she, her mentality was like, I want to have time for my children. I want to have time for my hobby and all these things. And I was like, so interesting. So it's mindset. Again, it's mindset. It's the way you schedule. It's the way you treat your work and the actions you do. You got to be very smart about these things. It's super interesting. The other thing too is that what is very important, that you got to schedule time off. I've noticed for myself, like I purposely schedule time off in my schedule, and I schedule a lot of time off in my schedule. I do it on purpose. And I do it on purpose because I notice that, because I know, like for example, let's say next week I'm taking a few days off. Next week, knowing I'm taking a few days off, I'm very productive this week because I know this needs to get done now or today, because next week I'm off. And taking time off has made me more productive because it makes me more fierce. And like sometimes when you have the whole day to do one task, you take the whole day to do that task. But if you give yourself 30 minutes to do that task, you have 30 minutes because you know you're going somewhere else. It makes you more productive. If you notice, like if you want something to get done, give it to the most busiest person you know. They get it done. Busy people, productive people, like are very smart about these things because they know they have exactly 15 minutes to do this, and they get it done. They do it. So it's like it's super interesting. So scheduling time off in your calendar, forces you that the limiting time you have to be smart about it. Like, okay, how can I achieve this with this? And it makes you super, super smart. And I find that very interesting. Taking time off is so important. Exactly, Jocelyn. That's the other thing. Taking time off helps you, again, if you're a coach and a service provider, taking time off helps you do your own stuff, like do your own processing, your own work, studying, growing yourself, working on your personal development, all these things, so you can show up in business with more ideas and things like that. Because the truth is, when you're in stress mode, when you're thinking in survival mode, your brain is thinking survival, and the decisions you make from survival mode are survival mode. Like, they are not to the highest good. They're not abundant thinking. That's when we're in stress mode, when we're in survival mode, is when we want to quit things, when we're feeling lazy, when we're thinking how we can get out of commitments, because we're in stress mode, we're in survival mode, and our mind is thinking of ways to keep us safe. But when we stay relaxed, we take time off to take care of ourselves, especially as women, take care of our energy, our mindset, all these things. Our mind is more relaxed, and what happens is that a relaxed mind thinks more productive. A relaxed mind thinks on how, better ideas. How can I do this better? How can I show up better? And just the mind is so crazy. It's so productive. So taking time off can be very productive. When I realized this, when I was first told about this concept, I found it very interesting, because I was like, oh, so interesting, right? So let's see. Jocelyn, but not only that, being productive. Exactly, Jocelyn, because you can spend an hour, and this is something that I have to tell my people who work with me a lot, like, even though we pay you per hour, we got to make sure you reach the numbers, because if not, it's so important, because again, the business grows if it generates sales, if it makes money, and everything has to be numbered, metric. Because if not, how do I know? It's so interesting. You've got to be productive. Even for myself, I noticed for myself, taking a whole afternoon being like, oh, this is not productive at all. So being very smart about your time is very important. So when the time you are in business, you're being very smart, very productive, so you can take time off, because you can totally take time off. And again, I recommend taking time off in your business. Don't be the person who gets stuck in the rut of working 24/7. Not that it's a bad thing. Sometimes if you're excited about it, do it. Awesome. That's another case. But don't make it a habit, or don't do it because you feel you need to do it. Because sometimes taking 6 hours to do something because you got to do it, like taking that break and then coming back and doing it in half an hour, is more productive thinking, right? So, and again, what I've realized too is that people who are very successful, they take a lot of time off. Like if you think about singers, stars, Hollywood actors, they take weeks off, like vacation time, relax and rest time, and they don't feel guilty about it because they know it really helps them get back in the game and come back feeling super energized. And I find this very, very interesting. Too busy. Kalina, Charlene, hello ladies. So last video got cut. So just to summarize here real quickly, in order to take time off in your business and feel productive and generate results, make more money in your business, number one thing is to shift your mindset. Notice your limitations around this. Like, can you make more money taking time off? Like, do you believe that? Because if you grew up programmed that you got to work hard for money, if you don't work, you're not making money, we got to really shift that mindset so you can shift that. The other thing too is the way you structure your business, the way you structure your calendar, making sure you are, focusing your calendar on things that are going to generate you results, generate you money, generate you, focusing it versus being busy. You got to make sure you don't stay busy, because I see a lot of women, being awake all night, doing, being busy all day long. And it's specifically tell me, stats, what did you do today? Did you get a call? Did you promote something? Be specific with your actions, so you're not getting into the flow of being busy. It's so easy to be busy. Again, it's so easy to be busy. I can find myself, I can be busy with doing many things, but it's so crucial. The other piece too is to take time off. Taking time off, schedule time off in your calendar. When you schedule time off, it makes you productive. Because, for example, next week I'm sharing that I'm going to be taking some days off, and I'm excited about it, because taking those days off means, for me, I need to get things done today, and I have an hour to do it. It makes me productive, makes me think smart. So it's very interesting. I'm finding it difficult to translate what I'm being told about money making into what's appropriate for the music industry. Charlene, what are you finding difficult? Let me see if we can support you with that. Yeah, Justin, I have no idea what happened. That was so crazy how it literally just went off my Facebook Live. So let's see, hopefully the recording is going to be available. If not, you guys will have this one. And for those of you joining me after in the replay, I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. Do you believe you can make money while sleeping or by resting? Do you believe in the value of taking time off? I'm curious to know, is this something you would like to have more of and don't know how? Share with me your challenge around this too. Because when you share, I'm able to support you, and I'm able to, create Facebook Lives to help you with that, right? So Charlene, I'm not supposed to market directly to my clients. I don't know if it's appropriate to cold call music manager while I also have to work with them as a singer. Hi Mary, how are you today? It's nice to see you here. So Charlene, because I'm not in the music industry, I'm not sure specifically, obviously with the music managers, singers, I don't know what the rules are, because I'm not in the industry. I don't tell you something and be it's not the case. But I know for all industries, what's important is that you gotta pinpoint for you in your industry, what's the money making activity, and that's also where you gotta analyze and assess in the past, what generated you sales, what actions took you to those sales, and make sure that you're tracking those actions. You gotta make sure what those actions are for you while assessing, what made you, what brought you a new client last time? What was the specific action that you did that brought in? Was it doing events? Was it reaching out? I don't know. This is where you got to assess and see, and then do more with it. Be very particular. Today I'm going to work 2 hours and I'm doing this because I know this is going to be generating me more money. And then you can take the whole day off to do your clearings, be on Facebook Live, do what you want to do. Rest, heal, do what you want to do. So that's where you got to be very smart about it. So hope that helps. Hi, Danya. So nice to see you here, love. I think it's more of the mindset of get busy, work hard. Exactly, Justin. And Danya, I'm so glad you're here too, because we were just talking about this. We were talking about this, how it's so important to take rest and to take time off. Taking time off makes you money. It's changing the mindset. I used to feel very guilty about taking time off. Now I notice that taking time off makes me money. It's like mindset, and like resting helps me. And sometimes it's challenging to find time to rest when you have a lot of responsibilities. Maybe you're a mom, whatever, you know, it's difficult, it's challenging, and I hear you. But what's important is to start taking small little times, like small little moments. It's like really being smart about the scheduling, the way you do things makes a big difference. Mary, you're in ICU. Oh my God, how's your dad doing? Sending you healing vibes for your dad. Hope he's doing well and getting better. That's exactly what I'm finding difficult. I'm getting advice and I have to then work out if it's appropriate. Will break the port work goal. So Charlene, yeah. So like, Charlene, for you, assess in the past what got you clients. You know, that would be my thing, like assess that. I want to do 2 video series to use as separate packages to offer. I'm floundering and I don't know what the heck I'm doing. So Charlene, take a pause and look at what brought you money in the past month, what actions, focus on that. And then it'll also help you adjust your question that you ask people in your industry in regards to that. Hi, Aurelie. Hi, Monique. Doing better. Oh, Mary, I'm so glad that he's doing better. That's so good. I'm so glad to hear that. Iris, hello. Awesome, ladies. So share with me, ladies, in the comments. If you guys have any questions about this, share this. Even though we finished the Facebook Live, share in the comments, share in the replay if you're watching the replay. Again, if you just joined, make sure you watch it back. And just to summarize real quickly, I want to share with you what I shared. I know I'm saying the word shared a lot. In this video, basically, if you want to take more time off and make more money in your business, first of all, it's possible. And for that, you got to clear your mindset. You got to clear negative beliefs around it not being possible, because so many times when you don't do that clearing work, it holds us back and we get stuck into the mindset of hustle, especially if you've been programmed to hustle with your family, ex-job or whatever. Because I see a lot of women coming from corporate who have been burnt out, exhausted, and they feel like that's the way they need to do to make money, because that's the way they did in the past to make money. So for them, that's the way to make money. And not necessarily has to be that way. There's so many women out there who not necessarily are burning out. Like they have a lifestyle that is not burnout, that includes time off, so they can take care of themselves, so they can show up better. And again, remember, your mind works better when you are in rest mode, when you're relaxed. Your mind works better versus being in stress mode. When your mind is in stress, you think survival thoughts. You're thinking of how to get out of agreements. You're thinking of how to quit. You're thinking negative stuff when your mind is in survival, because your mind is trying to protect you. Your mind is not wanting you to grow. So whenever you're thinking or doing things to grow, your mind's working against you. The other thing too is your schedule. You got to make sure that you're focusing your time in money-making activities, because it's easy to get stuck in the busy world of taking the whole day to do busy work. Make sure you're focused. The other thing too is scheduling time for time off, because when you schedule time off, you become very productive. Like again, as I was sharing, I'm taking some days off next week. I'm being very productive this week because I know I'm taking next week off, and I know I'm so thinking smarter, and it's so powerful. I see it so often too that you have to hustle all the time. I agree exactly, Justin. And again, it also depends on your business model. If you're gonna build a business model that is pure on your time, you wanna make more money. Obviously, if you wanna make more money, you gotta sell more of your time, basically, to make more money. So it's also the model. You gotta make sure your model matches your desire of making money and taking time off. So you gotta make sure you have those things in place too. So yeah. So ladies, I want to hear from you. Share with me what challenges you from taking time off. I'm curious to know, because next week I'm looking to do a really cool Facebook Live where we do some little bit of clearing. And you sharing with me your challenge can help me, create a clearing Facebook Live to help you more. Okay? So share with me in the comments. I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. Bye.